Well, good evening, everybody. It is almost 6 p.m. I am recording this one. It will be posted on YouTube straight after the session ends, and I'm very hopeful that this one will help many people. At least, I hope it will show them the way. But let's see. Hi, Rosa. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Jamil. Thanks, everybody, for making the effort tonight. Tonight being the last in the series of Monday Educationals. We will see what we do in the new year. Hi, Bridget. I'd first like to thank Harvey and Guy. That sounds like some kind of men's fashion house, doesn't it? Harvey and Guy. Notwithstanding that, I would like to thank Harvey and Guy for tonight's topic. A question asked and an answer given. A question asked, Guy, an answer given, Harvey. And the sort of subsection, if you like, the elephant in the room. Now I'm watching, there's no sign of Guy or Harvey on tonight, so I do hope you guys watch the recording, and it is tonight with thanks to you. The notes I made for the session, the elephant in the room. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Bridget. Here we go. I've always agreed with the statement that we can lead a horse to water, but we can't make it drink. I can educate, I can guide, and share the right way, the right approach, and I can use as many acronyms, similes, or metaphors as you need in order to get the best messages across, or to best get the messages across. It works both ways around. Again, this will be the last of the Monday educational sessions for a while now. We can look at replacing the session with something desperately adult and hopefully useful during the weeks to come. But the Christmas season is here, and it is a nice time to begin winding things down a little. Not necessarily to take our foot off the pedal or our mind off the focus, just to cut back on the non-essentials. So the elephant in the room. I was asked a question on Friday. Guy, thanks again to you. That got me thinking, and always my thinking needs saying, else the lesson remains untaught, unlearned. One is taught in accordance to one's fitness to learn. The question was, how many people have I taught? Well, there are more than 200 at this stage. Not lots when you spread that out over the years since 2014, really. 200 divided by the 8 years that's in it, it's about 25 a year. Some are members, family members, etc. So it's for sure nothing resembling a living wage. And that part needs stating for my own sanity and to get the point across to you guys that I don't teach for the money. Why then are the precious few successful versus those who sustain a defensive and battling approach to it all? Well, it's as clear as a bell, really. We have a steps in the learning process document upon which is clearly stated in paragraph 2 that you as a trader have maintained a detailed journal of your demo account. Your efforts to achieve at least a 70-30 win rate with a whole percentage greater than 1.2 times win to loss. Simple mathematics, really. Hi Dave, hi Alice, thanks for joining us. Most, in fact the majority, excepting like 4 people, ever took the time to do that and submit the results to me so that we could review them together. Most of those who didn't are in the, let's say, the 97% who give it a go, or worse still, dabble a little. What are you doing here then? Really, like, why go to the effort of it at all? You did not do the homework. You don't have a plan, and that combination leaves you without a clue. Here are copies of those documents, or at least parts of them. The steps in the process document right here. Thanks for that, Dave. Dave's happy Monday, Hunter. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Deborah. Nice to see you on. And Dave says, I'm halfway done, James. What type of spreadsheet do you want it on? I don't mind, so long as it's clear, and in sort of rows and columns that we can understand. Here's the part I was looking at. You traded the demo account on the broker platform of your choice. Firstly, just to get totally familiar and experienced with that platform. Then you placed X number of trades, not less than 30, and ideally for longer than 2 weeks. You kept a detailed and accurate journal. You reviewed the results to ensure that you have at least a 70-30 win rate and a hold percentage greater than 1.2 times win to loss. I'll refer you to the homework document, where lesson 2 homework is to create a demo account at the broker of your choice, place trades on this one platform in your demo account using the strategy you have decided will be the one you follow for your trading journey. Manage the trades and place as few as 20, as many as 50 demo trades in order to establish a win-loss ratio and an average pip gain versus average pip loss. Now recently, in the groups that I serve and host and what have you, we discussed the hold percentage of someone who does, let's say, something similar to what we do. You all got the picture. You will all have had access to see the picture either in the Telegram group or on the Heartbeat group. You've seen it somewhere. We talk about having a win to loss ratio, a hold percentage. Now there's a win to loss ratio. There are 6 trades winning. There are 2 trades losing. I'd say that's 70-30 or thereabouts. And there's the total value of wins and the total value of losses. And that gives us a sensible hold percentage. Now, we'll call it the NL result from the picture I shared with you guys. There were 53 wins and 22 losses. So the win-loss ratio is very good. It's very good indeed. But the hold percentage, this was the hold from the wins. This was the hold from the losses. Is that a sensible hold percentage? Do you think the gentleman in question needs to join our group, have a wee chat and follow some rules? I think that. I think that indeed. I really do. But hey, who am I? I'm nobody. So why go to the effort of it all? You don't have a plan. You don't have a clue. There's those copies, and I really do hope it is indeed, Dave. It's right there. All of it's there. All shared. Everything. It is, definitely. I would like to think I'd double check. I just don't have a memory, but I know it's there. I share everything. You know me. There's nothing I don't share. Now, I'm looking for something else. Yeah, you didn't do the homework. You don't have a plan, and that combination leaves you without a clue. There were the copies. Now the date stamp on the file properties is by no means yesterday. It dates back to the late teens. Okay, so they were developed then upon request of a member who says, I don't remember what the homework was. So we built a definitive homework guide. And we share the definitive homework guide. For sure we do. And yet indeed, we have people in the group considering alternative learning, alternative groups, methods, time frames and strategies. The latter two there I'm not so concerned by, time frames and strategies. That's okay. That's your individual choice. But for the most part, all you need is right here in your group. You're a member of it all. You know, reach out at any stage for a one-to-one as you need. But don't be an ask-hole about it. Thanks to Harvey for that one, the answer given. An ask-hole, and note there is a K in there. Let me find the image that was sent to me and you will understand exactly what it is I mean. I believe it might be that one. Let me go view and let me go large icons. It's that one. Wait, extra large icons. It's that one. It's that one. Hopefully it'll open where you can see it. An ask-hole. A person that constantly asks for your advice, yet always does the complete opposite of what you have told them. In fairness, I didn't exactly write that. That's not what I wrote. I wrote ask-hole. Don't be an ask-hole about it. And again, I want to thank Harvey for that one. The answer given, an ask-hole, a person that constantly asks for your advice, yet always does the complete opposite, or at least nothing like what you told them would be the best practice in the given scenario. So yeah, I like that one, and I'm keeping it for the Yodapedia. We do indeed have a Yodapedia. If I go here and I write a Yodapedia, Yodapedia, there it is. It's a Word document. I'm going to add Ask Hole to that right now. Right now, while I'm thinking about it, I think it's very, very, very worth writing. Ask Hole. Exclamation mark. Save. I think that's worth keeping. It's added. There you go. Now, here's the additional part, that this is important. It's very, very, very important that you listen here and respond if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, say it. Throw it in my face by all means, but unmute yourself to do it so that it's there on the recording. In sessions, live sessions since 2014, we have actively demonstrated that there is a right way to do things as a trader. Not made that change yet? Then there is a next right step. I took time to write about it in books. I wrote and I shared them freely with the members of the groups. So yes, I may well have hidden the information in books. The information that will, and I mean will, make the difference. For no other reason than to emphasize the point, I use the Mandalorian, or if you like, our Mandatorian sentence of "this is the way," in keeping with my Yoda nickname and approach. Charts tell us where, when, what, and how. I'm reminded of Thursday. On Thursday, was it Thursday? I hope it was Thursday, because my memory isn't the best. Anyway, Thursday, I believe, we went into the US Open session 2 till 3 p.m., a live session for us. I said, I believe it's going to go down. I believe it'll go no lower than 12,012. 12,012. That's where we were on Thursday. If it goes below there, that ruins my analysis and we can't get what I'm looking for, which is a long. It went down to 12,020. It stayed 8 pips above the danger zone, if you like. Might even have been a fib in there with that 8 pips. Could have been the difference between a 50 and a 61.8. Notwithstanding that, from 2020, when the US markets opened at 230, price went north. There were 20 to 40 pips from the first leg of the journey, and there were 40 pips plus from the second leg of the journey. I know, because I got 40 of them on the second leg of the journey. It didn't go all the way to the target we were looking for. Okay, there were other things in the way. There was news in the way. Notwithstanding that, the charts did what we said they were going to do. And I believe that isn't the first instance of that happening. Now, we are 38 members online. Do please feel free to unmute and say anything here if you have contrary information to that. By all means, share it. And let's address the elephant in the room. Or let's look at the results of others and why it is they trade with such a contrarian manner. And then let's look at what we do. Let's analyze again what we did on Thursday. We waited, didn't we? That's what we did. We waited to see that our analysis was correct. We analysed, we planned, and then we waited to see that the analysis was correct. It is not by any means the first time we've waited. I remember a particular session where we waited from 1400 hours till 1453 hours, and we sat twiddling thumbs and waffling for 53 minutes before we got the signal that we were looking for. And oh, we got our pips then, didn't we? I'd have to scroll back to find the when that was, but we did record when that was. And that's important because, again, it shows that there is a right way. Our way. There is nothing wrong with it. The business plan we have and the gates system guide us regarding how much. The charts guide us to the when. The charts tell us the where, the when, and the how. The what and the how. What we're going to trade, how we're going to trade it, where we're going to trade it to, where we're going to trade it from. But the business plan and the gates system help us with our risk on a daily basis. An individual, every single daily basis. if it's not growing in the right way, and this is a big answer. Somebody asked me the other day, and I said, "Watch on Monday. Is she on, young lady? Are you on?" I don't see a name in there, but it could be that you've logged in with a different name. When you watch, I'm not going to name you in the session, but when you watch this on the recording, it's you. It's you. You said, "I win a lot and then I give it back. How do I avoid giving it back?" Well, if it's not growing in the right way, it will show in your bank statements and on your business plan. If that does nothing to motivate you towards the right way, or at least the next right step, then you tell me what will. Because in my youth, I had nothing. You all know I had, well, most of you know, I was a foster child. I had parents that gave us nothing. My sister and I, as nippers, I'll tell you the truth, we were sent out to go shoplifting. We had a little shopping trolley, and we used to go to co-op, and we used to come back with shopping. I think I was 5 and 6, and I remember that. Wasn't a pleasant memory. It really wasn't a pleasant memory at all. But it is the truth. It is what happened. My sister got caught once. I was too young. They didn't challenge me. She was maybe, 11? And there we were in the co-op in Broadway. You can look up Broadway Co-op. It's long gone now. Actually, I think it's been replaced by another co-op. But anyway, that's where we were. That's what we were doing. And yeah, we got caught once or twice. Barred from the shops as a nipper. There you go. Not pleasant, no. But, that at the time motivated me. It motivated me to say, this is not how I want my children to live. This is not how I want to live my life. This is not a way for me to grow up and be an adult. This is not what I want for me. That's what motivated me. So what will motivate you? I always ask everyone joining, and it's written on the bottom of the business plan, so don't say I don't. What do you want from trading? How will you get it? When I began trading, I was already doing okay. I had a really good job. I was an accountant then. Okay, I was doing okay. But money aside, trading gave me time, and it gives me time. I can come and go as I please, and indeed I'm going shortly. I won't tell you all the details, but we're off. Yes, it happens. What do you want from trading? How will you get it? Well, there are rules to follow, and we set them clearly. We all know, all of us know exactly what they are. All of us by now should have done enough homework to know what card counting is and how we apply it to value a chart in exactly the same way as a professional gambler would value a table. We value a chart, they value a table. They count the cards, we count the bars. The difference is they have to go out of their way and sit and not take their eyes off the table. We can scroll back. For us, it's exponentially easier by virtue of the fact that we can scroll back. And we can ask the dealer, tell me, sir, next card out of the shoe, likely to be higher or lower than the one I've got now? Oh, likely to be lower, sir, there's very bearish divergence. Or likely to be higher, sir, there's very bullish divergence. So in the old game, I don't know who remembers Bruce Forsyth and the play your cards right, lower than a jack for the game, and we get a 2, a sell that we knew was coming. Higher than a 2 for the game, and we get a buy with pips that we knew were coming. It really isn't rocket science what we're doing here. If you happen to be watching this as a recording and thinking getting into, or worse, back into trading, because why did you leave? What's wrong with you? Why did you not do the demo trades? Why did you not hit the 70-30 and the 1.2 times hold percentage? Why did you not submit your journal to me and have a review with me? I wouldn't skit you. I wouldn't shout at you. If you did it early in the game, that's when you're supposed to do it. That's where the learning is. Remember when children learn languages, that's when they learn them young. They learn them best young, I mean. Okay, I was an exception. I learned all mine when I was older. But I was anti-establishment by then. I'd been told off so many times as a nipper, I didn't like school anymore. Didn't like anybody anymore. I think I'm still an antisocial bugger. It is what it is. So, if you're seeking a group to join, choose carefully, please. It is probable you're not listening to anything you're being taught anyway. That's perhaps unfair, but it is intentionally aimed at all of those wannabes who want the rewards but don't want to put in the efforts of learning. Oh, I thought you'd just inject me with the knowledge. Give me one strategy that I can just sit down, it's halfway through a signal and I can push a button. Yeah, now you're half-arsing it, and that's not effort. You still need the effort because you've missed something. You missed the entry, you're late. Late entries are forbidden, remember? There are many facets to this. Sound too complicated, does it? I understand it, and I'm nobody. I do it on live sessions with iron in my words for all to see. And you've all been asked and challenged, I don't know, twice now, 3 times, to tell me I don't. Someone step up and say, hang on a minute, and it was wrong. Well, if it was wrong, we didn't take it and we let it go, because we don't do FOMO. You're somebody to us, says Dave. Thanks, Dave. I'm still nobody, though. That's the reality. I'm nobody. Lads, I grew up in Liverpool. I've just admitted to you all. I think I got caught shoplifting at about 5 years old with my sister. We were stuffing bread and beans into a shopping trolley. Instead, like we used to have baskets back then, a little, you pull it along kind of thing, a little granny bag on it, and I don't know how to describe it, other than a little shopping basket thing that you take with you. Not a metal one that you put £1 in to get it. We didn't have £1. You put £1 in to take it so you can go around the shop. It had 2 wheels and you pull it behind you around the shops. And our stuff went straight into that instead of going through the... Anyway, we got caught. Serves us right. It is what it is. Back to this stuff. It's not complicated. I'm nobody. Humble beginnings. I do this on live sessions and there's iron in me words. So at least try not to hinder those who are doing it with your whining of how it can't be done. Because I've heard that. Many in our group have done it. Some have done it twice and taken pictures, as have I. A couple more cliche type sayings here. It is there for the taking, and there really is a right way. And if you haven't got the right way yet, then there's a next right step. I'll leave it with you there then. I will show you this. We mentioned a moment ago, didn't we? We said, we asked the dealer, lower than a 2 for the game, that is going down and that is going up. So we've some divergence within the indicator right there. And what happens? We drop off from about 11,835 down to 11,820. That's a 15 pip or so drop right there that we saw coming. Tell me we didn't see it coming, because we saw it coming. Mentioned it. I dare say if I watched the recording back myself, I mentioned it in plenty of time. I dare say if Mark was on, he'd probably be in that one. James said there was divergence. We went below the pink line there. Boom! Pips. And why not? That's what we do in the live sessions though, isn't it, lads? Often and regular, we do that. Yep, there it is. It's getting ready. We're going to go in a minute. I'm going now. When that happens, I'm in. That's realistically how complex and how complicated this all really is. We've no excuses. I've heard them. If you've got them, I've heard them. You can make them again. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll wipe the slate for anyone and everyone if you get them back in, and I'll pretend I haven't heard you say it before. But you'd be amazed at the amount of messages I get from people. I'm going to get back. I'm going to take it serious this time. You didn't last time. Because you said you were going to take it serious last time and the time before, but then there was just this, well, I'm just going to build this kitchen, or I'm just going to do this, or I'm just going to do whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is that distracts you from taking the money, making the time to take the money. What motivates you? What motivates you to make it happen? Because I know what motivates me, but I'm making it happen. I've got no excuses. There was a mantra I stated when I was getting into this, because I quit a good job to get into trading, and then I had people hammering on my door. How did you not work? Why are you not working anymore? What are you doing? Tell me, show me. Literally, people knocked on my door. Does the lad who trades lives here? That's literally what happened to me. Scary sometimes, actually, but it's what happened. And there you go. And what was my mantra? It was, I'm making this decision. It's mine alone to make. If I'm wrong and there's a price to pay, it's mine alone to pay. So far, I've paid nothing. I've just earned from it. And it's been an interesting and a sensible way of doing things. It has allowed me freedom, freedom of time. There are other hindrances I've faced. Everybody faces other hindrances. There are other things that have cropped up as oh no, this has happened. Oh no, that's been done. Well, it happens. I don't care what it is. A burst pipe, a crashed car, a death in the family, a death in your friends. It happens. And you either decide that for you, life goes on, or, well, what? Stop everything? Change? Do what instead? What, a job? And join the 50% in the Twitter queue, or the however many percent in Meta who just got canned? A lot of people were made redundant realistically recently. Ulster Bank pulling out of Ireland. P&O just fired everybody and said, we don't like that you are from this country, you're gone. And they binned them all. We want foreigners because they're cheaper. Alrighty then. Employers make the decisions and they'll replace you in about 90 seconds if you pass away. So you owe no loyalty to your employer. You owe loyalty to yourself. Do yourself a favour then and do it properly. Learn properly. Do it properly. There is a right way to do it. I'm going to do this. Remember, we count the cards and we ask the dealer, tell me, dealer, the next card out the shoe, higher than a 2? Higher than a 2 for the game, sir, yes. If you're in this cell, you might want to close out on the breach of the next or the last high. Oh, thank you very much for that, dealer. And can I buy it? Not yet, sir. We're not above the lines. But you may sit and wait. Have you cashed in? I have indeed, dealer. Then relax. Wait. Okay. I'll hurry up and wait then, will I? That's what we're doing here, lads. We're not doing anything that's rocket science. We're just not. Sometimes we get a lot of pips. Sometimes we get a few pips. Sometimes we get a break-even trade. Maybe a small loss. But we shouldn't ever take a big loss on the chin. And if we do, that's when you and I need a conversation. Not a chat. A proper conversation. There you go. Dave says, today was a good day, up 14% in the account. Would you do me a favour, Dave, for the recording? Would you unmute and read that out, including the last word?
Yes, sir. Today was a good day, up 14% in the account. Disciple is what I used.
Thank you so much, sir. I very much appreciate that. Now, there is what's doable from following the rules. Disciple is one of our better strategies. In fact, I think it's the best. It's the latest. It's a great creation. I'm thrilled with the results. I use it. Of course I use it. I developed it. I didn't develop it to print out and pin on the wall. Oh, look at my nice new picture. I do spend the day looking at pictures, but I follow the rules of what they tell me to do. That's who we are, isn't it? Whatever the picture tells us to do, we do it. Thanks, Alice. There's congratulations from Alice, and there's congratulations from Ella. Thank you both. If there are no questions, I might call time here. We're almost 30 minutes in. Thanks, Bridget. I think it's been a helpful session. I really do. I really, really do. I hope I have enlightened you as regards what the right way is, what the next right step could be. Oh, you have a hand up, Dave? Thanks, Jamal.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just in regards to, just having a proper plan and tracking, you talked about, proper documentation. Would you mind sharing the hold percentage document with me, as well as just like your trading journals, just so I can see, or sort of how I should have it? Because, I just went through the Heartbeat app and...
Yeah, that's a new thing that it's only just being, what's the word, created. What I'll do, I'll drop it in the chat right here to everyone right now. There it is. You can copy it down. It's not really a neat and tidy document. It's literally just a quick and dirty calculation so that everybody can see that there is a right way to calculate it, and it does the job. There you go.
Sometimes quick and dirty is what you need, James.
That's it. And Thomas, for your question, Thomas asks, and it bounced, sorry, to hand in the homework to you, how many trades would be good to have on it? We stated 30 at least would be ideal. It does say in the in the steps in the learning process. Right there, you see, it says not less than 30. No worries, no problem at all. And you're very welcome. Thank you all. I appreciate that you joined me. I hoped it helps. I don't know what that means, Thomas. Columns 2.4567 on the biogas. That's not for us, is it? No worries. Go on, we'll call it a day here. Thanks, Thomas. And I'll upload the recording straight away. As always, lads, please trade safe, and I'll see you on the next live trading webinar in the morning. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.